Hey friends, I'm apologizing for the squinty eyes, but I am outside on a beautiful day. Spring is here, and we know what that means. Fresh air, birds chirping, sunshine, but it also usually brings to mind spring cleaning. Having a clean house is great, but having a decluttered home is life-changing. So today we're going to talk about spring decluttering, so stick around. Hey, I brought my chicken, Phoebe, to say hi to you. Say hi, Phoebe. Phoebe's going to sit with me a little bit while I talk to you about spring decluttering. She's enjoying the beautiful sunny afternoon too. So we're going to sit out here on the patio and talk about why decluttering may be a better option than just spring cleaning. I think most of us realize that during the pandemic years, we tended to buy more household things. We were spending more time indoors. I believe I read somewhere that people increased their household spending by about 38% during that time. So we have probably 40% more things in our house than we used to. Now that the pandemic is over, we can kind of look at some of those things. You want to talk about it with us? She's going to talk too. So now that the pandemic is over, well, what are you saying? Okay, girl. We'll just talk together. But now that things are kind of back to normal, we find that we have some of those things that aren't necessary anymore. So as we're doing our spring cleaning, let's stop and declutter as well. Between hobby items and home decor, power tools, or other things that you used to make things during the pandemic, there may be some things that you're no longer using that you can let go of. Phoebe and I are going to give you a list in a little bit of 55 items that you can declutter from your home. But first, let's talk about reasons why you should declutter this spring. Do you want to start or do you want me to start? Reason number one is freeing up space. Free up space around your home, your garage, other places. Not only are you freeing up physical space, but you're freeing up some mental space as well. It's less to take care of, and that means less clutter in your mind, less stress, and more time to enjoy spring. Reason number two to declutter this spring is to save money. Not only are you getting rid of things, but you are creating that habit of not bringing in more things. Once you see how nice it is to have a decluttered home, you will think twice before you hit that button to order something online, or when you're shopping in a store, just mindlessly putting something extra in your cart. Decluttering definitely saves you money. That's a good reason in my book. What do you think, Phoebe? So reason number three is just simply that it's better for the environment. The less we buy, the less we consume, the less waste we have to dispose of. So that's always appreciated by Mother Earth. Here are some questions you can ask yourself that will help you do your spring decluttering. Have I used this in the last year? If you've not used it in the last year, chances are you're not going to use it next year. So go ahead and make the decision to let that item go. It's not serving you. It's time to go. Is there someone else out there that could be using this? You may have something that's in perfectly good shape, but you're not using it. Maybe someone else could. Think about donating for that reason. So I just want to remind you that decluttering is not about just getting rid of everything. It's about removing the things that don't serve you any longer, the things that don't add value to your life, so that you have more room for all the things that do. Right, Phoebe? So let's get rid of the clutter first, and then spring cleaning will be a breeze. Phoebe's getting a little bit antsy, I think, so I'm going to put her down. Then I'm going to give you 55 ideas of things that you can declutter this spring. ready to jump down? Jump down. We're going to let the birds chime in with whatever we're talking about today. Let's get to the 55 things. Things that you can declutter from your wardrobe this spring. Go through your heavy coats and your winter boots and store only what you need for next year. If you did not wear some of those, put those in the donation bin and let those go. Same for hats and gloves and scarves. And with the warmer weather coming on, what about swimsuits? Maybe you have some swimsuits that are worn out, stretched out. Toss those. Clothes you haven't worn in over a year. If you didn't wear it last summer or spring, probably not going to wear it this year. This is a no-brainer for me anymore, is shoes that hurt your feet. I used to wear shoes that were cute even if they hurt my feet. I don't do that anymore. You probably have worn out socks and underwear, anything that's got holes or is stretched out elastic. Look through handbags and backpacks. Now let's think about things in your kitchen that you could declutter this spring. Excess cleaning products, you could donate them to your church or a shelter that may need cleaning products. It makes spring cleaning a lot easier to have just a few products to use and a few products to store. Expired pantry items, check your spices, your sauces, your canned goods. Check your dishes for any chipped items, duplicate kitchen gadgets, plastic containers without lids. It's time to let them go for sure. Old and worn kitchen towels or cloths or excess pot holders could go. Excess pots and pans. We probably all have more than we really need there. Small kitchen appliances. If you have some appliances that are just taking up room on your counter and you're never using them, now's a good time to let them go. Now let's think about other things that are located in other areas of your house and closets and such. Since we're coming out of winter time, you can look and see how many excess blankets you might have, sheet sets, holiday decorations. That's Missy that you're hearing, by the way. If you've got a cabinet full of nearly used candles, those could be tossed. Old rugs, toys that your kids have outgrown or your grandkids have outgrown. Next, let's go over some things in your bathroom that you could declutter for spring. Makeup, your beauty items, expired medications. Maybe you have some partially used hotel toiletries that you brought back the little samples. Old sunscreen and bug spray. If they're expired, they're not going to be effective. Old towels and washcloths. You can donate them to an animal shelter. What could you get rid of in your living room or office area? Old magazines. I know most of us don't get magazines anymore, but sometimes they just show up in the mail anyway. Random cables and chargers. Old DVDs, CDs, and books that you never seem to watch or read anymore. Excess home decor is something else that you could let go of. Now let's think about what might be in your bedroom. You have extra pillows. If you have under the bed storage, be sure and check that area, see what you can let go of there. Unused jewelry and accessories. Old phone cases or glasses cases. Okay, we're going to talk about things outdoors now. Maybe the chickens will chime in on this too. Things inside your car, your glove box, any other little pockets inside of your car. If you live in a cold weather area, you may have broken snow shovels, you may have ice melt supplies or other winter car accessories that could be tossed. You might have some winter sports gear outside. Maybe you have ice skates that you will never use again, broken or unused patio furniture. Toss your old garden tools, rusted, broken tools. Springtime is a good time to replace them with nicer things. Broken rakes or garden hoses, extra plastic plant containers or broken clay pots. To get rid of those. Any expired or half-used garden chemicals, hardened fertilizers, old seeds, those type things. damaged or unused outdoor lighting. Get rid of any broken solar lights or tangled string lights, old paint, caulks or adhesives, rusted or unneeded nails, nuts, and bolts if you have jars of those, extension cords, expired car fluids, leftover scraps of wood or drywall or tile that you're not going to use, any broken power tools or ones that you haven't used in years. If they're in good shape but you're not using them, you can certainly donate them. Maybe you have beach items, inflatables or broken lawn chairs, pool accessories, old soccer balls or baseball gloves or frisbees that are no longer needed. Maybe you have kids that have outgrown their bicycles. Those are great to donate, or you yourself have a bicycle that you're not using any longer. Camping gear that you're not using. My husband and I do love to camp, but I know we have too much of that. We need to get rid of some of our camping gear because we just have too much. Maybe you have old fishing gear that you don't use. And the last item I have on this list is old pet accessories. If you have dogs or cats or chickens and you have toys for your pets that need to be tossed. Our pets are chickens, but I don't think we have any pet toys for them. So their treats, their fun things to do is to eat blueberries, or we share our tortilla chips with them and they like that too. So that's my list for you. If you can get rid of some of these things, that's going to free up some space. It's going to make your home feel lighter, and it's going to make you feel more organized. It's going to make spring cleaning a lot easier. So it's really as simple as this. The less possessions you have, the less you have to clean. You cannot forget this part. This is one of the most important parts. Once you start decluttering, you have to make a commitment yourself to watch what you're bringing into your home. So you can declutter all you want, but if you keep going out shopping and buying more new, and don't really think it through before you put it in your cart, you're going to end up in the same boat again. So I want you to consider making a commitment to yourself that you're going to think twice before you bring something new in. Once you start feeling how nice it is to have less things in your home, you're gonna like that feeling, and it'll be easier for you to not purchase as many things as you used to. And like we talked about before, you're gonna be saving money too, so it's a win-win. So what's the first thing you're gonna declutter for spring? Please drop me a comment below and let me know what the first thing is that you're going to declutter as you do your spring cleaning and spring decluttering. I have certainly enjoyed being with you today. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. And especially if you're ready for spring. We are excited about spring here. If you enjoy videos about decluttering and simplifying, I really hope you will subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click on my picture right here. And until I see you next time, I'm going to invite you to watch this video here for more ideas on decluttering and simplifying around your home and in your life. So remember to keep it simple, friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.